Hey guys, how you doing? Ron Raymond here from the Raymond Report with your NHL playoff preview and prediction on game number 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals between the Montreal Canadiens and the Tampa Bay Lightning. It is Monday, June 28th. Hope you're having yourself a good start to your day. As always, don't forget, subscribe to our channel by tapping that notification bell in the top right-hand corner or hit the subscribe button below this video if you are watching on a mobile device. Today's podcast brought to you by HockeyPicks.com. Anybody can play, anybody can join, and you want to follow the top pickers each and every day right here at HockeyPicks.com. Also, folks, take 20% off your next membership package by going to ATSStats.com. Put in promo code FOOTBALL2021, no space, capital F, Football 2021, and get 20% off your next monthly or yearly package, and that'll come in handy once the NFL, college football, and CFL gets rolling next month. All right, let's talk about this one between the Bolts and the Montreal Canadiens. Now, the bookmakers have made Tampa Bay a favorite in game number 1. In fact, I think they'll be a favorite in every game. Minus 200 is the price tag here in game number 1 against the Habs, and the over-under is set at 5.5. ATS forecast, the computer pick, gonna lean with the Tampa Bay Lightning, 3.24. 2.53, the over-under at 5.77, so it does like it to go over the total in game number 1. Now, folks, when I look at these two teams, I did my research on the weekend, and let's break it down by unit, right? So let's start between the pipes, and you know what? There's really no big difference here. Vasilevsky had a really good run in the playoff. Carey Price been outstanding. I don't know how you can give an edge to either of these goalies, because on any given night, these two goaltenders can steal the show, and I think from a goaltending point of view, it's you got to give a check mark to both sides. Now, when I look at the defense, and I always look at the big four, right? Who are the big four of each team? And when I look at Montreal, you got Chariot, Weber, Petrie, and Edmondson, right? Very formidable. They've done a great job. Weber's been good. Petrie, he's the quarterback on the power play. He's been awesome. And when I look at Tampa Bay, you got a Norris Trophy winner in Hedman. You got Jan Ruda, McDonough, and Chernak, right? And then you look at the third line. You got Sergachev and Denis Savard, and then for Montreal you have Gustafson and Merrill. So you can see there's a bit of a drop off when you get to that third line defensive pairing. So I got to give a slight edge to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now, when I look at the forwards, and you know what, Montreal, they've done a great job getting here, and they got the kid line that brings a lot of energy with Suzuki, Caulfield, and Toffoli. But you got to admit, Toffoli has not really showed up in the playoffs, right? He's done well in the regular season. He scored a lot of goals. In fact, when I look at his regular season performance, so 28 goals so far. I don't know if that's with the playoffs and the regular season, but he's done a really he's had a good year. It's too bad he can't face Vancouver every night because you get a hat trick, right? If you remember at the beginning of the year with Toffoli playing Vancouver, he scored like a hat trick in a couple of games. But no, this is Tampa Bay. This is the real deal. But looking at Montreal's top line, Lehkonen, Danault, and Gallagher. You know, Gallagher's been he reminds me so much of Marchand, right? It's just one of those players that get underneath your nails, your skin. And you love those type of players in the playoffs, right? He's a Claude Lemieux type guy. Corey Perry, great veteran leadership. Stahl, he's got to be careful with those turnovers. He almost cost the Habs there in game number 6 with some of his turnovers in the last 2 minutes. But when you look at the Tampa Bay Lightning, now the Lightning, they're just stacked. Absolutely. That Braden Point, Kucherov, Palat. Then you got Kilnor, Sorelli, Stamkos. And then you got the third and fourth line with Gord. You got Tyler Johnson. Colton's been good. He's been, he shows up once in a while when you see him, and he's not scared to get his nose dirty. So you can see that, Tampa Bay from 1 to 4, a little bit more experience when it comes to playoff experience. And they got guys who are just, they're winning those 2-1 games, right? Now, what really based my decision on picking Tampa Bay to win the Stanley Cup here, and as much as I love a good story, and I think Montreal's, hey, who knows? It could still happen, but it's going to be tough for Montreal to win the Stanley Cup, because when I look at Tampa Bay, the first thing I want to look at when I examine both these teams on how they got here, and I think Tampa Bay's route to the Stanley Cup was a bit tougher than Montreal, right? So you look at the first series, Tampa Bay played Florida. If Florida would have got really better goaltending, I don't know if Tampa Bay is here today, but I said it since day one. The winner of the Tampa Bay-Florida series, and Florida was my pick this year to win the Stanley Cup, but I felt that after that series, or during that series, the team who won that series will win the Stanley Cup, and I'm sticking by those words. The New York Islanders, Carolina Hurricanes. So if you look at the Canes series, there was a lot of 1-goal games, right? You look at 3-2, 2-1, 2-0 here, 2-1. So a lot of close, tight checking games, and it was a physical series. And then the Islanders, right? The Islanders brought them to their knees type thing, right? They brought them to Game 7, and it took a 1-0 Vasilevsky performance to get the Lightning to the big show, right? Now, let's take a look at the Montreal Canadiens, how they got here. They faced Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, the Leafs, one of the high-powered offense in the league. Defensively, they just weren't there. We always knew goaltending was going to be a question mark for the Leafs, so it wasn't a real tough battle to get through Toronto. Winnipeg, you blinked and it was over in 4. So Winnipeg didn't do Montreal any favors by giving them any battle games. And then you got the Golden Knights, where their big players went missing in action, right? Stone didn't even get a point in the series. And, the goaltending was, I don't know what DeBoer was thinking with the goaltending. I don't like the Steve Spurrier rotating of quarterbacks / goalies in the NHL playoffs. And when you look at NHL playoffs, it's always I always say you got to handicap goaltender out, and it's always you've never seen a Stanley Cup winning team. I don't think I have, and if you have, please write a comment. Have you ever seen a team win a Stanley Cup by rotating goalies? I don't recall that. It could have happened. Maybe I'm just not aware of it. But you can't rotate your goalies. Your goalies, those are your quarterbacks. Those are the last line of defense, and they're your safety valve, right? And if you don't have a good goaltender in the playoffs, you're just not going to win any cups. So going to the series price now, bookmaker has got Tampa Bay minus 286, 243 for the Habs. So you are, again, I think it's good value on Montreal, but this is going to be a tough series to win. And you sometimes in sports you got to win those ugly games, right? Those 1-0 games. You see a team, they'll shoot a team like 46-18, and then they win like 2-1 in overtime, right? Those are the type of games that Montreal are going to have to steal, and that's going to be on Carey Price. Now, if you're looking at the Conn Smythe winner, the MVP of the Stanley Cup, I don't know how you go off Vasilevsky or Price. To me, it's a 2-horse race, right? It's Vasilevsky or Price, and you know what? Even if Montreal loses the series, Price could still win the Conn Smythe, right? He just had that one of those type of years, but for me, if you're going to play on the futures, if you're going to play 3 of them, Vasilevsky, Price, those you got to get those on those. And then the other one, I'd probably go, if you want a nice little long shot, I'd probably go with Gallagher, at plus 10,000. This is a perfect series for him, right? The garbage goals. You want to go to a player that's going to get you those garbage goals. The second, third. We used to say in our beer league, right, to our goalie, "Come on, buddy, you got to stop that 6th and 7th rebound, right?" But you're going to want to get those rebound type goals, and that's how Montreal might have to score some of those goals, get the the second, third, 4th rebound, and that's Gallagher, right? That's the type of Gallagher player he is. And if you want a long shot for the Tampa Bay Lightning, I think Killhorn. Has been, or not, Killhorn or Braden Point, but Braden Point's plus 391. But if you want a real long shot, I think Gallagher might be a long shot. But to me, it's a 2-horse race. I think it's between Price and Vasilevsky. I don't know how you not give it to those two, right? So there you have it. That's my preview and prediction. Again, this weekend I went, it wasn't really, when I looked at the lineups, there wasn't that much difference. But the big thing is which team is battle ready for this one, which series prepared that team for this. And I don't think Toronto, Winnipeg, or Vegas did Montreal any favors in getting them ready. And I think Tampa Bay will win this series. And I picked them in 5. I think Tampa Bay is going to win this series in 5. And we'll see what happens. All right, folks, there you have it. That is my series preview and prediction on game number 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals for Monday, June 28th. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Again, if you do enjoy the show, please hit the like button. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe by hitting that notification bell in the top right-hand corner. Let's go top shelf tonight and enjoy the game. Cheers.